Citizens? Outside the walls? Hey, you two! Stop right there!
Look, I'm allowed to leave the walls. I mean, I know that it's unsafe, but it's not forbidden. Is there a reason your spear is floating? Where's your arm, sir?
That's a Silvermane guard. Is he yelling at us? Oh, I'd almost forgotten. No one can leave Belobog without authorization.
Really?
Looks like we need to talk our way out of this.
I get that it's for their safety, but I still think you shouldn't be able to tell me what to do. You explain your identity and purpose to the patrolling Silvermane guard.
I can't say you sound suspicious, but I can't just take your word for it either.
You can accompany me if you like.
Captain, look at her necklace. Maybe she's telling the truth.
What does a necklace got to do with anything?
It's the same as Dr. Vash's.
You know Vash?
My brother does wear an identical necklace. Do you know him?
Are you really his sister? Dr. Vash saved a lot of my soldiers.
Saved your soldiers?
Yes. Take a look at the guards patrolling outside the city. All of them are risking their lives, aside from the monster-related casualties. We lose men to frostbite every year, but thanks to the medicine the doctor leaves us, my soldiers are able to withstand the cold. They can make camps in the snow plains as footholds for our patrols. If it weren't for the doctor, we would have long since frozen to death.
Medicine. Blizzard immunity.
Where is Vash now?
We don't know. Dr. Vash is elusive. My squad only met him once, and he didn't seem like the talkative type. He leaves the medicine at specific locations, and our patrols go there to collect it. The medicine is extremely potent. A small vial could keep someone warm.
Damn!
Speaking of the doctor, it's been a long time since we last saw him. At least 2 or 3 years. I hope he's alive and well.
Well, he must be if he's still giving you medicine.
So he really did have a breakthrough in the snow plains. Oh, did the medicine have any side effects for you?
Side effects? Not that I know of. If there were a problem, it'd be that we couldn't go back to the city until the effect had worn off.
It's exactly what I said. It needs to wear off before you go back to the city or you'll die of heat stroke. So at least they're conscious of that.
Because the city would be too hot for us. We'd break a sweat just sitting idle.
Thanks for the information. We're planning to head deeper into the snow plains to find my brother.
Seems like you've made up your mind. I'd really like to send some of my men with you, but we can't leave our posts.
And Natasha, we can't take any blizzard immunity. 1, because we'd be taking from their stock and they sorely need it. But 2, I'm not waiting a week for it to wear off.
Here, take this medicine. If what you two told me is true, I'm sure you're more than capable of handling yourselves out there.
So do we just take a sip, a half dose? I'm not staying out here for a week, Natasha.
Thank you, Captain. We'll take it with us.
Yeah. Wait, sorry, we didn't activate the calyx. Do not bother me, sir. A woman on a mission. I will not be stopped by the likes of you. Another calyx. Hello, good sir. Can I be of service?
Hold on. That's a big guy over there.
Yes, but that is a very intriguing building behind him.
Did you see that? There's something on the monster's back.
Honey, I can't see his back from this angle.
Oh, the blizzard immunity. Shall we drink it? It's your call.
But I need to go back to town. Let's not drink it. It's time to fight some enemies.
I'm ready. Doctor's got your back.
I mean, I'm trying to get to this. We just
Stay alert.
attack these things. No, how do you do? Just boom, attack. Seems a bit off-putting.
Take this!
Oh my god. Oh my god. We can't even damage
Rules
them.
are made to
Holy
be
shit,
broken.
Jacquard, I need your barrier. The shield. We're gonna get our ass whooped by this big guy.
Decisive strike!
Time to twirl! Do you know who I am? Ever see a
Not gonna
diamond
do much,
this
but
big?
as they keep saying, damage is damage.
All yours!
Ugh.
The die is cast. In the name of Landau, here's a cold. Hardens the will.
It's very appropriate that he's
We shall
protecting me.
never fall!
Out in the code.
Time to make some...
Oh my god. Barely touched him.
You must be honored.
Hit hook.
More than that.
Wrong button. I am out of action.
Hit start hook the great has arrived! This way!
You will know justice.
Actually, he'll be immune. Because he's a frosty boy. There we go. Hook to the rescue. And
Rules
so
are
do
made to be broken.
five. Should be fine.
You're out!
Ooh, that was delicious.
Form a line!
Ooh, it's a delightful chunk.
Take this!
Hurt us out.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours!
Heal.
Let's make it quick. Batter up!
There's no point. Hook's about to kill him. I hope.
It's done.
Why did we need to? This creature was just innocently standing by this home, and we went out of our way to obliterate him. It seems a little unnecessary.
That was my first time seeing you in battle. You've got some moves, don't you? No wonder you were able to save the underworld. Let's have a look over there. My gut tells me we should find something connected to Vash.
We still could have gone around and not bothered the creature.
These are records of his experiments.
But why are they outside the house? Are you so lazy that you couldn't be bothered to give us the inside of the house to find this in?
It's Vash's handwriting.
It makes no sense to be here.
This must be the location of his final lab. Come have a look. His last experiment was nearly 2 years ago? What happened after that? But his notes seem to suggest he was working to improve blizzard immunity. Brother, where are you? What happened?
Why are we going back? We know the location of the lab. Why would we turn back? That seems like a grossly bad idea. Let's call it a day, Nat. It's time we headed back. No, I don't agree with any of this. Let's keep going.
Sorry. I needed to take a moment. After seeing the letters Mr. Oswald kept for me, I was hoping things might have ended differently.
They probably have.
I shouldn't have asked you to come with me to such a dangerous place.
There's nothing that suggests that he's not still alive. He is still producing blizzard immunity for the soldiers, and we have a location of where his final lab might be. Why are we standing here pretending like we're not going any further and that he's definitely dead? You miss him?
I do. I can't forgive him for what he's done. Nor can I say I don't miss him. Maybe I should feel glad. The medicine might not have been what he wanted it to be, but it came to something. Maybe he found some inner peace.
Too bad his victims won't ever share that peace. People will, I mean, I feel bad, but he's also doing good things.
They'll remember him as a murderer, as someone whose evil experiments brought great harm to the innocent. Vash doesn't deserve to be remembered as a doctor. I know that very well.
The soldiers we just met prove otherwise. Some people will remember him as a man who's improving their lives. Why are you so pessimistic?
But maybe this blizzard immunity can now bring benefit to others. Even if it was made by a monster. Human beings really are conflicted life forms.
What now?
I'll take his records and data with me, and continue what he started. One day the world will see a perfect blizzard immunity.
I'm so confused. Did I misread that? I thought she said these are his notes on it, where his final lab is. Not that this was his final lab. This would lead to the final lab. So why are we just stopping and assuming he's dead? What did I miss?
Before we leave, I'd like to ask for another favor. The last one, I promise.
I'm gonna have to stop recording so I can go back and view that. You and Tasha put a headstone up for Vash. But he's not dead!
That should do. Hope it can withstand the snow.
I don't understand. One, where the fuck is your headstone? That is a snowdrift, dear. He's not dead. Or at the very least, we've had no confirmation that he's dead. So why are we treating it like he's dead? You ought to put an epitaph on the headstone. Is Vash worth you doing all this for him?
You're right. Let me think. Here lies Vash. My brother.
But he doesn't lie there. You didn't find his body and bury it.
That'll do.
Oh my god.
Thank you for helping me. I feel like a great weight has been lifted.
I feel like I'm going crazy.
So long, brother.
What?
Hope you don't forget Dad's teaching.
What did I miss?
A doctor does not get to choose his or her patient, my children. Remember, never say no to those who come to you for help. Never.
I'm so lost. I'm so lost. I'm gonna have to stop recording and rewatch that last bit. I'm clearly missing something, but I don't know what. Okay, so I did misunderstand. She did say this is his final lab. I thought she was saying the notes are for the final lab, but no, she did say this is the final lab and that the notes last dated back to 2 years ago. But that still doesn't explain why she's assuming he's dead, why she's assuming that we can just put a little, I don't know, clump of snow over here and pretend like we've just buried his body when there's no indication that he's dead. This seems like a really strange turn of events when we don't have confirmation that he's dead. It just feels so odd. I don't understand at all. That's just bizarre. And then we were going so well up until that point. And now I'm just left going, what did I just play? I don't understand. Oh well, maybe we'll have a part 2 at some point in time. I don't want to do Clara. Really don't want to do Clara. I don't like Clara.
The thief has stolen parts again? How am I going to track down this crook?
Clara, what's wrong?
Oh, it's you. There have been a few unusual thefts in the dwelling over the past few days. The vagrants say that the parts they worked so hard to obtain have completely vanished. They're worried that there's a thief in the dwelling. Despite our investigations, no one has been able to track down the thief. What's even stranger is that the thief appears to be only interested in stealing parts and doesn't care about other valuable items. The vagrants had no choice but to ask Mr. Svarog to look into it, but he still hasn't found anything. I investigated the matter myself, but I came up empty-handed. Jeez, I'm baffled. What a strange thief.
Don't worry, we can go over the clues together. Why don't we go back to the crime scene and start from there?
Are you also here to look into this case?
Nope.
Perhaps if we work together, we can uncover some clues that I missed.
Considering I didn't even know the case existed until 2 seconds ago, no, I'm not here to look into the case.
Oh, I heard the vagrants on patrol last night ran across the thief again, but I haven't had time to look into it. Should we go ask them?
What do you mean they ran across the thief again? As in, they came across missing goods? Or they physically saw him? Because those are two very different situations. Witnesses' first-hand accounts are crucial.
You sound so cool. You're like one of the characters from Mr. Svarog's movies. Aren't they called detectives? Seeing you so fired up has me excited too. Now, let's get started.
Let's go. Rarely Affectionate Part 1. Is that you, Svarog? I am nothing if not lazy. Pow. God, I only got these yesterday, and they already respawned. How generous. It's you again. Hi.
Sir, how are you? I heard you saw the thief who stole the parts last night. Can you tell us what happened?
Ah! Who's there?
What's wrong with you?
Oh, Clara, it's
You
you.
okay?
I thought it was... You scared the living daylights out of me.
I mean, you can see me clearly standing before you. Why would... What? How can you mistake me for somebody else?
I did see the thief last night, but who is this person next to you?
Does it matter? Can you tell me about the thief? I'm just a passionate trailblazer. The wildfire has assigned me to solve the case. And the brilliant psychic officer... No.
Trailblazer? Oh, I know. You're the outsider who's made a name for themselves around town, right?
Sure, if that's how you want to call me.
Oh, wow. I feel way better knowing that a big shot like you is here to catch the thief. Hold on. I'll explain what happened last night. Just let me gather my thoughts first.
Okay. Have you gathered your thoughts?
So, last night, I was on patrol when I bumped into the thief stealing the parts. Then I just...
Why do you sound so terrified?
Goodness, I was so scared. It was dreadful.
So why have you told nobody what happened and, what the thief looks like so that they can get on with it? Why are you just sitting here trembling?
I was cold and hungry while on patrol last night, so I decided to return to the dwelling and heat up some leftover canned food for a snack.
That's great. That's irrelevant.
But when I entered the tent, the thief's silhouette scurried across my vision.
And?
I couldn't see the thief's face because the tent was so dark, but I could tell he wasn't a nice guy.
We have a very unreliable narrator here.
Because when he turned to flee, he swung a knife right across my face. In that moment, I really thought I was going to die. I could feel the blades chill on my cheeks and smell its rusty scent. The weapon that fella had was definitely a metal one. That's the only thing I'm certain of.
So if you couldn't see him, how did you know to dodge an attack? Because otherwise you'd have a cut on your face.
Also, I saw the outline of him in the dark. The fella's head was absolutely square.
Like a robot square?
You heard me. Square.
Like it was just a square-shaped humanoid head or like actual robot square?
Can you believe that? Someone with a square head? It was truly terrifying.
You sure it just wasn't a helmet of some kind? I guess that could be a clue.
Oh, you're right. I see. I'll jot it down. Sir, please take a deep breath. So, the thief was armed with a metal weapon and had a, square head. Correct?
What happened after he swung at you? Where did he go?
Yes, that's correct.
I'm struggling to make sense of these clues. Do you have any thoughts?
Where did he go after he swung at you? Why are you being so evasive? Are you an accomplice?
How can you just accuse me like that? I was terrified. How could I be an accomplice?
I think you're being like super overdramatic. Yeah, you almost, got stabbed and that's pretty traumatizing, but it happened hours ago. You really shouldn't be in this condition hours later.
I'm sorry. She was just joking.
I really wasn't.
Please don't take her seriously.
This guy has serious issues.
Yes, I remember something. While the culprit was hurrying to escape, he knocked something over.
Ooh.
He may have left some
Big
clues
clue.
or something.
This is a crucial clue. Let's go investigate the crime scene together.
I don't think it is a crucial clue. If he left something behind, that would be a crucial clue, but just knocking something over is not going to help us.
I think he ran that way. No one has touched the crime scene, so any traces he left behind should still be there. Please, catch the thief for us.
What do you mean you think he ran that way? Do you not have eyes? You are useless. I don't see anything that's been knocked over. Some abrupt scratches left on the mountain which seem to be done by a metal weapon. The end of the scratches points to a distant place.
Take a look at these marks. These are very suspicious. Could they have been left by the culprit?
I don't know, it's a robot settlement. Could a robot not have just whacked into the wall?
They point in that direction. Let's go take a look.
If you say so. How do you know it went down and not straight? Riddle me that, Clara. Few people come to this place, but you can see some scratches on the ground, snaking their way forward.
And look at these. How unusual. They don't appear to have been left by a human.
Still not very helpful.
The tracks stop here. I guess we'll have to look around for other clues. This is where the mechanical waste is disposed of, though. Could it be?
Be careful, we don't want to alert the culprit. I don't expect our thief to like waste heaps. Come out facing our thief.
Oh, okay. I'll follow you. Let's split up. Wait. What's that noise?
Is she just gonna run ahead like an absolute numpty?
It's
Yo.
a tiny robot?
That's tiny.
Is it searching for something? But I don't remember Mr. Svarog issuing an order like this recently. It looks like it's carrying the vagrant's missing parts.
Does it? I can't see that.
And those tracks and metal scratches we noticed earlier.
The thief doesn't appear to be human. Well, I already said that. Remotely controlling a robot to steal parts. What an ingenious criminal. It does have a square head, but it doesn't look like a criminal.
It appears we're thinking the same thing. This small robot doesn't appear to be a Bellabob creation.
Really?
It looks like it's been welded together from
Looks like
random
every
scrap
other
metal
creature we've come
materials.
across.
Huh. It appears to have a small mechanical arm.
So who made it?
It's noticed us.
Human. Injured.
Clara, do you speak robot?
I don't understand what it's saying. but it doesn't appear to be trying to flee or attack us. It appears to be trying to say something. Is it trying to say, please don't hurt me, humans?
Well, maybe you shouldn't be stealing.
Human parts need.
It appears to have a malfunction, but I think I can understand it.
It needs the parts for Rivet Town.
It seems that it needs these parts, and it's begging us not to hurt it. I've never seen a robot with this kind of malfunction before. What happened to it?
You won't hurt this robot, but it must return the parts first.
Although the small robot appears to want to communicate, its speech is all scrambled. Perhaps there's an issue with its language module. This little guy probably can't understand what we're saying either.
Run. Escape. Open fire.
It's running away! No, we can't let it escape. It still has the Vagrant's parts. What should we do? We gotta stop it. But please don't be too rough on it. I'll figure out a way to repair it later.
If you say so. Happy to kill.
Hurt. Pain. No, hurt. Don't. Pain.
Come on.
Let's go.
Ah. This is going to be problematic.
Follow Hook if you want to win! Hit start Hook the Great has a ride! This way!
Ooh.
Time to twirl!
Or not.
Sorry. Hurt. Suffer. Pain.
Why?
Sorry. Pain.
It seems to have stopped working.
I don't understand what just happened.
Was it begging for mercy? I'm not sure what happened either. I feel bad about this. I guess we should return this little fella and the parts. I think I can... I'll repair it. And if I can't, I'll ask Mr. Svarog for help. He always knows what to do.
Ah, I was going to beat up the little barrel that was there and grab my reward, but you know, I guess you can teleport me here. It's the first time the game's ever done something that generous. I was totally multitasking during that cutscene. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. And I was thinking about the Trailblazer. I don't know why. I don't even know where my mind was going on this track, but there's a real disconnect with the Trailblazer. She woke up suddenly to having Kafka in her face, and then suddenly she has a Stellaron inside her, but like she has no memories of her past. We haven't done anything to pursue that avenue. Why is she not asking more questions about who she is and where she came from and why she has a Stellaron inside her? There are so many questions she should be asking herself, she should be asking other people, she should be trying to find out. We have not even touched on that since like her to space station. It's like we just completely ignore that she had a past she doesn't know about and that she has a Stellaron in her. We've just completely ignored that. And we're just continuing with the story and finding out about the plots on each little planet that we go across to. So she's like a complete and utter blank slate. At least in Genshin, you've got a character who is actively pursuing her family member. She's actively trying to find answers to things. So, I mean, we've still got a big massive blank about her past, but at least she's more engaged in her own life. Here, the Trailblazer doesn't seem to have a life or have any consciousness. It's just an entity that you move. She barely does anything for herself. It's kind of awkward.